Right, so today we're going to fit new brake and clutch levers, but I've got some mechanics to help me do it today. So in the front we've got
Yippee!
Olivia, Wave, Una and Indy. There is one more, but she's sat inside reading. So today Indy is actually going to fit the brake lever, so let's see how that's done. Okay, so sizing up the new brake lever before we make a start. So as you can see, that's the brake lever that we're going for. It's a longer version, very similar to the one that was before it. And here's what we're going to do. So we've got a flathead screw that we unscrew just here, and at the same time there's a 10mm bolt under here. So by holding the bolt steady and very carefully unscrewing this screw, the whole brake lever here will come off. Right, so Indy's going to unscrew this really carefully. That's it. Making sure the screwdriver is sitting in there quite nicely. So if we look underneath, we can check that that bolt isn't rotating, which it isn't. So keep unscrewing, Indy. Right, so Indy's just undoing the very last of the bolt. Keep the screwdriver nice and straight. There comes the nut from the underside. Well done, Indy. Just keep screwing. Just hold on to that lever just in case it comes off. That's it, Olivia. Brilliant. Perfect. Does the lever come off?
Yep.
Well done, girls.
Look at this! It's amazing! Boom, boom, boom.
Right, so here's how the brakes work. So as the lever just pulls, all it simply does is pushes that part in there, and that's what sends the fluid down to the front brake calipers. So we're just going to put the new lever on and use the same bolt to reattach it, and that's it. Okay, so Indy's going to line up the lever back in its place. That's it. So the holes line up, and it's this part here that pushes onto that makes the brake work. Thanks for holding the screws, Olivia. That's it. It should fall down. That's it. And then using your flathead screwdriver, that's it. Hold the flathead screwdriver straight and level. Tighten it up. And then the bolt will start to show through from the other side, which is where we can put that 10mm bolt.
Is it showing through?
Is it showing through, Olivia?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, brilliant. So, if you put that bolt. Thanks, Olivia.
Yep, it is. So awesome. Lippy. Crazy.
Okay, shall I hold that for you?
There.
Yeah, got it? Right, keeps going. Right, so that's that all tightened up. Now it's adjustable levers, which means that when you adjust the numbers, that's it, brings the handle closer or further away. That's it. Okay, so first things first, take off the rubber protecting bit, and just that slides back. And to loosen this off, just loosen it up. And now that frees the cable. So as you can see, that's the cable coming through the cable there. So we've got two 10mm bolts, one top and one bottom. So one there and one there. We're going to loosen those off, and that's going to enable the lever to come off. Then we've got a bit of a technique to get the line off. Okay, so now that that's loosened off, that bolt can come out. Brilliant. Now as this turns around, you'll see that the cable, which is holding it there, so if we turn that over, you'll see that there's a groove that fits in there. So that then will just ease its way out, and then like you can see in the old one, we're going to put loads of grease back on. It will fit the new cable back into its place. Right, so we've got some multi-purpose grease. Grease. Gonna put some grease up into that hole there, so again keep it nice and nice in that hole there. Then that's it. Yeah.
Get some more grease.
Maybe a little bit more.
Stuck to my finger. Spread it around.
We don't want to spread it around, we want to put it in the hole, not around it. So this slots back into that hole like before, and exactly like we did, just in reverse. So make sure that that cable is through that gap nice and clearly. Okay, and then all we're going to do is rotate it round and hold it back into place. So there it is, clip back into place. We're going to put the bolt through, nut the other side, tighten it all up. Okay, so we're going to tighten up the clutch cable a little bit, so when we've got it the right, as the screw goes in, the clutch cable becomes looser, and as we pull it out, it gets a bit tougher, so that it's a bit stronger here. Now we don't want too much free play, so there's a little bit there, so loosen that off a little bit. That's about right. And then we bring that bolt down. And bring that one nice and securely, and it's going to hold everything nice and tight in place. And then all we need to do is bring this rubber back over the top, and that sits back over that bolt that we did earlier, and that just keeps it all nice and dry and nice and protected. And now if we take a look at the bike, so we've got a new adjustable clutch cable, adjustable in the same way, and a new brake cable. I'd like to say a big thank you to my helpful mechanics. Awesome.